Hello, this is Ms. McCauley, and I am here to help you learn all about absolute value and how to solve problems with absolute value.
Let's talk about absolute value. What is absolute value? You've probably heard of it. First thing I want to show you is the sign for absolute value. Okay, the absolute value bars, they look like this. They're just two straight bars around a number. That means absolute value. Okay, so what that means right there, if you looked at that, that means the absolute value of 4. That's what I'm saying when I put those bars there. What absolute value really means, it means a number's distance from 0. Now, when we talk distance, we always mean positive. So absolute value, this is super important. If you can remember this, it will be the most helpful thing you can remember about absolute value is it is always positive. Always. Because we're talking about distance from 0. We're talking about the number of units a number is from 0. So it is always, always positive. Let's put a big star by that, okay? Always positive. So let's look at these dudes here on the number line and see where they are. Okay, this dude right here, he is at 4, okay? His absolute value is 4, okay? The absolute value of 4 equals 4. It's the distance from 0. If you look at it again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces from 0, which means that it is 4. Okay, let's look at the second dude. Okay, the second dude, if you see him, he started at 0. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units from 0. Yes, he is negative, definitely negative, but he is still only 6 units from 0. So his absolute value, the absolute value of -6, is still a positive 6 because it is only 6 units from 0. Okay, 6 units. Let's look at our last dude here. Our last dude is way over here. The absolute value of a -9. Same as before, that's going to equal +9. Okay, very easy. All right, let's go ahead and add a page to this. I'm going to do a couple more things with you just to help you out. Okay, I want to give you some examples of things that mean positive and negative. So we're going to write a little chart here. Okay, let me do this really quick for you. Okay, we're going to make a chart. Okay, let's see if I can move that a little. There we go. And I'm going to do one more. Okay, we're going to have positives up here and negative over here. Okay, so I'm going to write a few things for you. Okay, so when we have temperatures above normal, that's positive. Oops, I messed, not spelling correctly. Those are positive. Temperatures below normal or below freezing, that's another way to say it. Freezing is 0. Okay, oftentimes, or temperatures below freezing or below, actually it's not below freezing, that's not really right, because the freezing is 32 degrees, so I better not say that, because I might confuse you. Let's say temperatures below 0. Those are negative. Okay, same thing. Anytime you see the word above, that means positive. Below usually means negative. Okay. Some other words that you might see that are good to know would be, let's see, sea level is considered 0, so above sea level would be positive, below sea level would be negative, let's do our AD, like I told you before, BC. Okay, let's also do drop. Oops, not on the right column. Let's do that again. Okay, when prices drop, that means negative. Okay, up means positive. Okay, north, let's do our directions. North, south. The word owe, like if you owe someone money, that's negative. Okay, let's say here, how about deposit is a positive thing. Okay, withdraw, that means to take money out of your bank. That's negative. Let's see here. Forward is a positive. Backward is negative. Okay, now let's do just a few more things. Like if we had to, I want to show you a few other things. Let's add another slide. Okay. If I ask you to graph on a number line, I want you to be able to do that. So let's make a little number line here. Okay, and let's make this number line. Okay, and if I said to you, graph a set of numbers, the set of integers, and I gave you these numbers here, oftentimes you'll see them in little brackets like this. They're kind of like fancy parentheses. What you first should do whenever you graph any numbers on a number line is plot 0, okay? To the right is positive, okay? So these are all of our positives over here. To the left is negative. Okay, so then you take your numbers in the set and find a place for them. So over here you'd have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. That's all I really need. Over here I need a few more. And then you would just plot them on the number line. Okay, so all you have to do is put a little dot on the number line where those numbers fall. So -2 is right here, 8 is over here, and 7 is right there. So you've graphed your set of numbers. That's pretty easy, right? Now, the next thing I want to do is show you just some absolute value problems. Like sometimes you'll actually see some math problems with absolute value signs in them. So let me show you how that works. Let's add one more slide, and I promise you'll be finished. If I tell you to evaluate the expression, okay, if I say evaluate each expression, that really means to solve. Okay, so evaluate means solve. Okay, if I give you this expression here, that says the absolute value of 8. That equals 8. Okay, the next one I want to do is 2 plus the absolute value of 3. First thing you should do is kind of like order of operations. You would treat these parentheses or these absolute value bars as something you would deal with first. 2 plus the absolute value of 3 is the same thing as just saying 2 plus 3. It equals 5. Okay, our next one is absolute value of -6 minus 5. Okay, some of you might be thinking, oh, I have to subtract integers here. I better do my KFC. But hold up, before you do that, remember the absolute value of -6 is just a +6 minus 5 equals 1. So that is not nearly as challenging as it looked originally. Now let's just do one more. What if I said the absolute value of -4 minus the absolute value of -3? What would you do? That's a lot of negative signs in there. And you might be thinking KFC again, but remember, absolute value means change them to positive. So this becomes 4 minus 3 equals 1. Super simple. Okay, not too hard at all. Okay, so that's really it for absolute value. It's very easy stuff. After you finish this video, make sure that your notes are the same as what I have written here. And I'm going to have you answer 2 questions for me in your next assignment. So I hope you paid attention. If you think you need to review and rewind, please do. Your questions that you'll answer will be sent directly to your teachers. Thanks. Bye for now.